Hello everyone, my name is Phyllis Gregg and I'm recording this video from my office at the temple in Independence, Missouri. I want to share a story with you about Apostle Charles Neff. Charles Neff was an apostle in Community of Christ from 1958 to 1984. He was often referred to as the Apostle of the Poor because of his deep empathy for those living in poverty, perhaps because of his own upbringing during the Great Depression. I find this connection he had with the poor so inspiring. Neff believed in a God who loved every person deeply. This speaks so strongly to me and our church's focus on the worth of all persons. The story I want to share is one that occurred when Apostle Neff was traveling in India in 1966. He was visiting there as part of a larger tour of Asia with Apostle Clifford Cole. While there, they made contact with a missionary named G.S. Chawla, who was ministering among the Sora people, a tribal group in very remote villages in India. In Sora culture, it is immoral for a man to put his hands on a woman other than his wife. Apostle Neff and Apostle Cole met Chawla in Berhampur, India, where they packed up supplies and traveled 45 miles by bus and then walked 14 miles by foot through dense jungle. Neff made the unfortunate mistake of wearing new shoes during this trek. By the end of their journey, Charles was barely able to walk because his feet were so sore. As soon as they arrived in the remote village, Charles removed his shoes, revealing blisters and bruises. Seeing this, an elderly tribal woman went back to her hut, got a bowl of water, and proceeded to break several cultural taboos by kneeling before Apostle Neff and washing and massaging his feet. Charles recalls this being one of the kindest acts of Christian witness he had ever experienced. In his own words, he said, "I believe that was the Lord Jesus coming to me in my time of need." I love this story because it's so indicative of Apostle Neff's perspective, that God was most certainly present among the poor, and that in fact, Jesus often comes to us in the form of the poorest and most neglected among us.